Unions are weird. I don't think most people realize how odd it is there are people in a Minecraft world trying to get rights. Villagers and communities are there for us to discover and use, but the villagers are just so useful given what they can give you. All you need to do is get around those pesky workers' rights. I just happened to watch a video by Moreover, the YouTuber, where it's Minecraft, but the villagers, they unionize. And I'm thinking, no, I don't want that. So basically, what I'm going to do as a shareholder in the village is basically extract as much profit as I can without technically breaking the law. Technically, everything is fine. But of course, the first thing first I need would be a village. So let's get to one. Whoa. See, I'm gonna do something really cool in the edit. Whoa. So it looks like they all need beds to sleep, places to work. So here is my very state-of-the-art, top of the line villager testing ring. So here I'm going to basically be testing, how well they do. What are their needs? So we're gonna have a villager, obviously. And I know they need workstations, so let's do classic lectern. We all love librarians. And in case things go wrong. And let's say I have 2 villagers in here. I could trade with one before, but now the second one gets right. So you two need 2 separate workspaces. So now I just have to do a lot of testing to figure out exactly how far away the distance is. Minimally, of course, because, the more space we can squeeze out of them, the better. What about this close? Yes, so what's the limit here? Alright, and just to make sure. Oh, okay, hang on. Interesting development. Okay. Interesting. What do you mean you want to have a workspace to yourself? Alright, so this code is little inconsistent, let's call it. Oh, they're so bad. This is not conducive to testing how far I can push the union limits at all. Ugh, this sucks. Okay. Oh, I just had an idea. Okay. Maybe it only triggers when you get in when I'm in survival. Oh no, an ancient debris. How? Oh no, how will I ever pay such a exorbitant fee? Don't escape. Back to my other testing. Wow, it's moving. Okay.
Hey guys, Michael.
Sorry, I'm researching the lead mechanics. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. God, my college's Wi-Fi is so much worse during final season. Sure, why not? We have found a way to cut down on golem costs. That's good. Batches, not the best. Oh no, what? Anyway. Alright, looks like no matter how hard I try, gotta have multiple bets. So now becomes the question, How far away can that bed be? Don't mind me. Just testing some things. Yes, yes, of course you do. And you shall.
Now, of course, it was just a matter of seeing how much living space the Union required. Lucky me, it's not a lot.
You know, you really don't need much. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 3. 4 by 3. Okay. So we're looking at 4 by 3 cubicles. So here we are in your little cubicle. Alright, this is your villager cubicle, right? That's it. A breeder villager. A villager specifically designed to breed. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's ingenious even. Now you suddenly feel the need to get all hot and heavy, don't you? Oh yeah, they're lovemaking. Hey buddy. Dude, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. My final test is gonna be how far away can you be from an iron golem and it still work? Yeah, I guess I deserve that. With all this information in mind, I think it's time to expand, finally. From humble beginnings did we start, a simple frog-light mess, some failed experiments, and the base of what would be the glory. Allow me to introduce you to Wall Street. Allow me to explain my process. First you start in the village, where the villagers lie, and you can round them up. Now, while it may be hard, this is the hardest part, but you get them in the bubble elevator. After they're in the bubble elevator, of course, well, the rest is easy. Some basic cookie cutter building. The workstations. For proof of concept, I have them all as librarians. But it goes without saying that you can do this with any job type. First, we start with a basic cell. It is 3 by 4, and that's all villagers need to live. You need a bed, a workstation, and a light. Research shows me that glowstone is in fact the best block light source in terms of how cheap it is. After that, of course, The next concern is space to other villagers, and I mapped it out exactly how much it took, and therefore built my entire empire upon it. So, if you move their workstations but one block closer together, and they will simply refuse to work. So, this is as crammed as it can be. And while not as crammed as you may think, it's certainly more than the mod developer intended. I am sure of that. We have these strips of glowstone in the middle of each row in order to both give light and fend off hostile mobs. Speaking of fending off hostile mobs, are our good friends, the the iron golems. Perfectly spaced out so that they are in fact doing as much as they can with as little of them as they can. Now, I certainly had a system set up before where an iron golem would be dragged back and forth on a cart. However, what I realized was that that system was inconsistent and would consistently need maintenance, and that would require paying someone, or God forbid, doing it myself. Now that's just unthinkable. And well, you know, people exist. They need something called being paid. An iron golem, the highest barrier to entry is simply building it. But after which, they are so incredibly low maintenance that they don't require a thing. And when you account for the fact that the conversion rate of iron to emeralds is about 4 iron to 1 emerald, and I'd have to pay someone like, depending on the state, I register this in 11 to 20 emeralds per hour. You can tell that iron golems were clearly the better choice. And now for my favorite part. You see, allow me to introduce you to the breeders. Their job is to work around. Jobless in theory, so it does not mess up the workstation too close. No, we cannot be having that. However, putting up beds or having villagers roam around real close, that's not against Union code at all. Therefore, I have a bunch of them running around oh so freely without a care in the world. Due to the cookie-cutting nature of this operation, it is infinitely expandable, and you can make this as large as you want, or as small as you want, but where's the fun in that? Now, when you want to expand, simply what you do is you take stewed potatoes, because they are cheap, and you say, take a breeder, give them a ton, and then give your worker a ton, right? Now, given patience, they will start frolicking. And in time, there it is. A child. And on the off chance that it is born inside the cubicle, there are these gaps not only for the breeder and the worker to communicate, but also for the child to escape. Now that you have a child to replace your breeder, you take your breeder or your child, whichever one you prefer, build a new cubicle, and simply expand. Now, some other benefits that are unintentional, but certainly help profit margin. The excess of villagers spawns cats, which keeps away phantoms, so you can work all the longer. Not to mention, the villagers sometimes spawned a spare iron golem, which, on the off chance that a hostile mob does spawn and show up, these excess security forces will take care of it. And of course, if one of these mighty pillars ever fall, well, same goes for that too. As for escaping, well, there's a reason we're on Y level 236. Their AIs simply wouldn't allow it, even if it was just a few block drop. But even if they were to drop all the way down, they would die. And even the bits above water, they are simply too dumb to take the plunge. So, moreover, and Crosby, I turn it back to you. This is Wall Street.
And, as you can see, it is 100% union compliant.
Your move, buddy.